Okay.
And like they're obviously doing a routine, and so nothing, like any step they take is not.
It's all planned.
Yeah, it's
Right,
like
exactly.
planned and coordinated.
So then,
Where'd you go?
where did we go? Why not this one?
I mean, she could go with Snapple, but I feel like, if we're choosing between Snapple or Tazo,
Yeah.
Tazo would be like the more appropriate, the better fit. I know that Snapple says they're all natural, but all natural can mean many, many things.
What does
Yeah.
it mean? What does it mean to you? So let's kind of run with that. What do you think that all natural means, or what it should mean? We're talking about this.
So all natural, the way it's used in like marketing, basically just means, like we don't have like artificial sweeteners or like weird inorganic chemicals in it, except maybe like preservative or something. But I think when people think of like natural, they tend to also have like a health food association with it, so they would think like things like fewer sugars or stuff, which is not necessarily always the case with brands. Like for example, corn syrup is natural, but you wouldn't consider that healthy.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of confusion between all natural and organic. And going back to the corn syrup example, like that is, of corn, but it's not really like a natural product. It's not naturally occurring.
Okay. So what about products that have, like Coke has a product that, like the Coke that's made in Mexico. People really like it because it has real sugar in it. Is that something a product you would consider natural, or do you think that is along the kind of marketing flow to mislead people of what is and isn't natural?
It depends on what else is in it. If it's like, Coke's made up of a lot of chemicals. Well, actually, I don't know if it's made up of a lot of chemicals, but I'm assuming because it's soda. But like, say it was a tea and they just used like the herbs from the leaves and say that natural sugar, I would consider that.
If I'm deciding between a product like Diet Snapple and Snapple, like
Okay.
Diet Snapple, I don't know if it actually contains like aspartame or like diet soda, or
Right.
I would, if I'm gonna get a sugary drink, I'm just gonna get I'm gonna get the full out thing. Because Diet Snapple is kind of like an oxymoron for me. It's like sugar no matter what, and I think it might be even worse for you because of the fake sugar that they're using.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the ingredients of Snapple are, but
So you don't really buy this
what does it say?
all natural?
I'd have to see a label.
I mean, it's like probably technically correct, but it doesn't necessarily mean healthy.
So there is a really big, you perceive there a difference to be
Yeah.
what is natural and what is healthy.
Yes.
Where do you think that difference lies, or where is the line in your mind?
Well, like you said, for like the Coke,
Mm-hmm.
everyone loves the Coke with the real sugar, but that's not necessarily healthy.
Right.
I mean, it's still sugar.
So we're talking about the other contents that are in it, essentially.
It's like the overall nutritive content versus necessarily the individual ingredients, I think. Because like Mexican Coke is still bad for you because it's still got like 40 grams of sugar.
Right.
I mean, you could compare Snapple to,
Sorry, real quick.
you can compare Snapple to like Naked Juice. Like they both like, well, one better than the other claims to be like made from like fruit and only fruit, or like all natural. And Naked does a much better job of that through like their ingredients list is like 5 things with like specific amounts of that thing. It's a clear bottle, but Snapple has that too. But Snapple is also just like a full paragraph of ingredients.
I got it.
And I feel like with Snapple's campaign, I don't know if it still is, but like the made from the best stuff on earth,
Yeah.
I feel like that is really intriguing, but then once you go and you taste it, it's super sugary, and it's like, this is obviously processed in some sort of way.
Okay, so if kind of along the lines of what you were saying, you too, if a product labels itself like Naked or Snapple or the Coke with the real sugar, if it labels itself as natural or organic, do you think you are more likely to read the contents versus a product that isn't marketing itself that way.
Yeah.
Yes. 'Cause
I
I'm
wanna
saying-
know if it's the real deal.
You wanna
or
know
if
if they're
they're
telling the
just-
truth, right?
Yeah.
Also, it's
I
nice
always
to be able
read
to read an ingredients list and be like, carrots, yes, I can see why there are carrots in that.
Mhm.
And I can see, like, if it's naked, for example, I can see, oh, it's orange. That would be the only thing giving it that color,
And
based
with
off this list.
Naked Juice, they make it so, like, they tell you in such big letters, like, this is the fruit that's in here. And I'm sure they do have, like, an actual ingredients list
Mhm.
as well. But with Snapple, it's like, you have to go search for it.
Let's see.
Wait, what does Naked Juice look like for like me? I'm sitting
It's
here
like
trying
a
to
It's like
remember.
a
Square
smoothie.
bottle.
It's like all
Yeah,
the
the
things
square
that-
bottles with the,
It's
blue
very
cap.
colorful.
Oh my god, I'm looking it up. I can't think of it. It's been bothering me this entire time. You guys have been talking about it. I was like, I've drank it before, but I can't think
It's
of
like a
it.
little square bottle, and it's got
Oh.
a blue cap and a label, and it says like naked, and there's like a
I'm
scale
gonna feel
or
really
something,
dumb.
like, over
Oh
blue.
my god, I feel so dumb. I
You
just saw a
missed
picture.
one. Why did we do this one?
I thought of the old boxing commercials for Brisk.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
And it looks like
yeah.
someone's gonna get punched there, so that was the only reason.
And Brisk has like that edgy font, and it's like, that's like a kid trying to be edgy, like a
Yeah.
bully or
Yeah.
something. And I think the age thing again, with like how the money ties into it, because Brisk is also really cheap.
What's
Yeah,
it?
and it's also like, when I mean, sorry to interrupt.
Oh,
you.
you're fine, you're
Like,
fine.
when I was a kid, like, Brisk was like the iced tea that my
Mhm.
parents bought.
Oh,
So it was just like there. So that's what I drank.
Wasn't it a group consensus earlier that we didn't like Brisk, or was that another brand?
That was Fuse. But I don't think we really like Brisk that much either.
Because
Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. He does not look like the person any of us would really be friends with.
Yeah.
Nobody likes that kid. Nobody likes Brisk. It's just
Yeah.
another. That's not what I initially thought, but I just thought of
Yeah.
it looking at it.
So you mentioned age with this guy, so can I ask you if this pairing would work and why or why not?
With the age group, yes.
Yeah, I would think it would.
Do you think the other aspects of this image, so not just the age, but what he's doing, do you think that at all would match with Arizona? Why or why
I don't think so. Arizona has, it's like weird because I don't think I've ever in my life seen like a commercial for Arizona, just like the cans. But their cans are like just a little more chill and laid back, you know, it's just like mosaic tiles or like,
Yeah.
like cherry
Cherry
blossoms
They're-
on green
Yeah.
tea, like.
They're a little more hippy dippy and,
They're
like,
just
I would
not?
think
Too
that
aggressive.
Arizona could go with the hippie girl, or, you know,
Yeah.
like,
So do we all agree that maybe this could match?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And it, why is that?
I think it's an aesthetic thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Arizona, I mean, it's the Southwest, and she's not necessarily a hippie, but like what she's wearing could pass for day-to-day wear in the Southwest, I feel.
She also looks. Assuming this girl took this picture within the past 5 years, like this isn't a picture from like the 60s or 70s. She's a try-hard.
Yeah.
Arizona.
Try hard. Got it.
Not try-hard, but like. There was that phase a couple years ago where every girl tried to be like a hipster, so.
Huh, that's a totally
She's
fine.
cultivating an aesthetic that like, I could see Arizona matching
Yeah.
with there.
So, to go with that, would you say that Arizona's aesthetic is not genuine?
no,
Yes.
because it's been the same for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you say that? That it's not
Um,
genuine?
I mean, that's kind of the feeling I got from it. It kind of tries to pass itself off as a nice, healthy herbal thing when it really isn't. It's really
Okay.
like a very cheap process thing. Very
Okay.
much like the aesthetic she's going for, if this is recent. It's very cheap try at something that's long gone, that she probably knows nothing about.
Yeah. And I mean
Like
like,
she go to Coachella wearing a headdress.
she would, yeah.
That's
I
what I
mean,
was thinking in my head, to be
Well, now it
honest.
would be a bit dated instead of a dress.
Don't know if I've tried this pairing, but what do you think about this?
It works.
It works.
Kinda.
For the same
Wait, I thought we
reasons?
talked about
For
this one.
different reasons.
Yeah.
What are the reasons that this pairing works?
The sunshine, like the brightness of like the Snapple packaging sort of matches with like, if that picture were in color, I imagine it would be very like sunny and colorful.
Yeah.
The
She
name of
looks
Snapple
fakeness.
too, like he was saying earlier, like Fuse has a certain like feel to it. Snapple is like a happy word, I think, or at
Yeah.
least that's what I get from it.
Kind of going back to what we were talking about with Arizona, that she might be kind of fake or whatever, do we project that aspect onto Snapple as well, or is that something you think is more so for Arizona?
More so.
Jack
More
Johnson
so?
and Snapple too.
But Snapple's not exempt from it.
Yeah, because we were talking about this with like the all natural and made from the
Yeah.
best stuff on earth thing, where
Got
it's
it.
like sort of misleading.
It's there, but not as much.
Not as much. Got you. Okay. I think I feel pretty good about that. Now we're gonna move on. And we said 7, so we got 10 minutes. Okay. So before today, how many of you have heard of Snapple? Everyone? Everyone knows what Snapple is, got it. What, beyond what we've discussed, what in general are your impressions of Snapple? So we said bubbly and fun and sunshiny. What else comes to mind?
It's unique, like you open the cap and you get a fun fact.
Yeah,
I remember.
like the informative facts. It's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, she's going to be popping in periodically too, because they're on camera, so that's what